Well, it's the 4th of July. Got a new buzz cut. Celebrated our 5th anniversary yesterday. So we had our usual lobster tail and crab legs. Didn't record it, just we've done that 4 years in a row and just figured, well, we'll do something different this time and grill out for the 4th of July. Got some hot dogs. These are ballpark bun size. That's what my girl likes. And I've got another 15-pack third-pound patties of Angus beef. There's cheddar and bacon. These are actually pretty good. Got them from Sam's Club. So yeah, I'm getting ready to fire up my grill. And of course I put a new regulator on it that's adjustable, which has really been a great addition for my old grill. We're using these silicone mats. So these are really good as well, so you don't have to deal with the rusty grates. Just clean these off and put the new burgers, and I'll put the hot dogs up on top and stuff. So, but yeah, let's go ahead and grill up some burgers and dogs on the grill for the 4th of July. My girl's in there working up some onions and getting the other condiments and stuff together. So she'll come out in her American flag dress. So yep, I'll go ahead and fire up the grill here and we'll get to grilling. Turn on the tank. Turn that on high. There we go. Slide that over. Alright. So now what we gotta do is turn the other one on. They'll just catch. And the 4th one, yep, so all of them are lit. Alright, I'll go ahead and start putting food on. Alright, we are all set. 15 burgers, 16 hot dogs. Close it on up. That didn't take long. We're already up to 350. And these are looking good. And we'll let the burgers sit for a little while longer. Closing in on 400. Yeah. Time to flip them. And this is on the low settings. These things are grilling pretty good. Looking good. There's my love. Merca. And we're sending up smoke signals all across the neighborhood. Yeah, it's not the Canadian wildfires. This is actually a Carolina grill out. Yeah. These are looking real good. The hot dogs are really cooking well. Yep. Well, I'm thinking we'll just burgers and dogs. Yep.
Merca.
Merca.
Merca first.
Yeah. Merca barbecue.
Merca.
And these are close to being done. This is on the low setting. These things are cooking real good.
These little match people from Brandon. What those round grills, I cannot tell you how many times that has fallen.
Oh, yeah.
Between there, that was funny.
The silicone nut prevent that from happening.
Yep.
And that one's probably about done.
And I read about them and then I got some.
Yeah. You're smart. Mm-hmm. Done. Back on beef restriction after this.
Yep. Hot dog.
Yeah, you want to get them? You're stuck. Hold on. Before this whole stop.
Hey, we did comedy.
Yeah, well, we got comedy, but I want you to catch on fire.
I'll be okay. Don't touch me, sir.
Switch hands. Yeah, you want to do that? I'm helping my girl.
Tear it up, shit, sir.
That's funny.
I tried to grab two and it got stuck in there, sir. I'm grabbing shit. Those are ballpark breaks, man. You're the best.
Oh, you like them plump?
Yeah.
You like them plump?
They're plumpable.
They're plumpable.
I'm a terrible photographer, Sebs.
How you filming?
I don't know. I'm looking around. This camera's looking with me. I think I was still on the grill.
Yeah, my face full of smoke.
Oh, well, that's what happened. Pearls of the game. Look at that there smoke, Sebs.
Makes my eyes water.
Yeah. But that's what the onions were doing to me.
Oh.
You'll get smoke in your eyes and like it. I guess I got some of that sauce.
Did you?
I was looking at the food. Wow. Look, Sid. It's on fur. But there's silicone, so
Yep.
it's okay. It'll go out.
Well, there's a plate. My eyes are... Oh, wow.
Did you turn the air on in there?
Nope, but I'm going to need to. Alright, turn that off.
I don't know what I was filming. Probably the flames.
Good. There, that's done. Lunch and dinner for the rest of the week are served.
The rest of the week.
Yep. Alright. Well, that was fun. Look, my eyes watering. Whew. That was fun. Yeah, I guess so. My girl's filming.
I don't know what I was filming, Sebs. I was filming something.
There we go. Get a little light on the action here. So, yep, we got, what was that, 15 burgers, 16 dogs. My girl eats the hot dogs. Got some buns. I went ahead and just got some bread. I didn't get hamburger buns.
I don't know why you didn't.
Yeah, well, I forgot. I thought I had some, but that's all right. I'll just have toasted bread. So, yeah, and happy anniversary words for 5 years.
Yeah. We'll have a we'll have a video a little later on, Sebs, so I can spill more beans.
I don't know. We might as well just do it all in one.
Oh, we're gonna do it all in one.
Might as well. We'll just go outside, or you want to eat in here?
Sit in here at the table.
Yeah, where it's nice and cool. 'Cause It's hot out there. It's supposed to be 93 today, and I'm by the grill, and I'm already sweating, like you can tell, and crying. I got the sniffles.
How come I'm not sweating?
Because you haven't been out there grilling.
Oh.
You just get the tongs all hung up in the grill. That's all you're doing.
I was helping.
Oh, yeah, you're helping. That's my live. All right.
I didn't make potato salad. I usually make potato salad. I forgot all about it. I didn't even
No,
think
this is
about
good enough. I mean, you've worked enough, especially at your anniversary words, so,
it. That was yesterday, Sid.
yeah. 5 years.
Yep, it's been 5 years.
Wow. Who'd have thunk it? So,
Like it.
all right, well, we're going to fix some burgers, and then I guess we'll carry on with beans.
What?
Beans.
Oh, spilling the beans?
Yeah.
I would say, what kind of beans?
We ain't got no beans, but you'll be spilling them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look, we're back. And I'm still sweating from being by that grill. Well, happy 4th of July, folks.
Yeah.
5 years that we've been together and all, so it's kind of cool.
Yep, we had our anniversary yesterday. I didn't want to go anywhere because I was washing the bedclothes, sheets and blankets and stuff like that. And I was doing that, and I was like, no, just hang around. And he went and got me some flowers and candy and a card. Now listen to this, Subs. I gotta tell you about him. He's not so nice.
Oh, I'm really nice.
No. No. It's all a facade, Subs. All a facade. Okay, later on yesterday, after we had because I cooked the crabs and the lobster tails, we had that. It was really good. That batch that they got in, that was a really fresh, that was a good batch. So, after everything's put away, and everything's cleaned up, so I'm standing in the doorway talking to him, and he spins around, like Dr. Evil.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Like this, Did you get me anything for our anniversary? No.
she cooked the food, and
You know why?
she was busy
Subs,
cleaning.
Because 2 weeks and 2 days ago was his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I took him out to eat. He got a nice card. He got a gift, a card, and we went out to eat with Tommy. We went up to Cracker Barrel. You guys saw all of that stuff. Okay. 2 weeks ago. Now, a long time ago, I asked him, I said, now, your birthday and the anniversary is too close together. So, which one do you want, to celebrate? You get a gift, because I'm not getting you two. No, you're only getting one. You either get a birthday gift and celebration, or you get anniversary gift and celebrate. He picked his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, okay, well then, that's fine. So like I said, you guys saw all of that. We went out and saw that. Okay. So then yesterday, here he come. You know what he is? An ingrateful ingrate. So he's sitting there spinning around in his chair. Oh. You didn't get me nothing from the anniversary? No. I should have said, hell no. No.
Oh, I forgot about that.
How
Yeah.
did he forget, Subs? Every 2 seconds. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Did you know that? It's my it's my birthday. How could he forget? It was only 2 weeks ago. How you forgetting something that happened 2 weeks ago?
That was funny, though.
He don't want equal rights. He wants special rights.
Let's see, I got you flowers because I care for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, can you believe it's been 5 years?
Mm-mm. It don't seem like it, Subs.
Well, this is, well, yeah, you said your first marriage only lasted.
Oh, that was only 2.5 years. I couldn't take that bastard. No, I couldn't take his dumb ass. I had to get rid of him. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope.
No, we've been happy Ever since you found me?
Found them. It's been a experience, Subs.
Yeah.
Experience. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, taking you on cruises, places you've never been. Anyway.
About that, Subs. The only thing I asked for was to go to Hawaii, Subs. Okay? Because I've never been there. I would love to go there once before I die. Because I don't know how many more years God's going to give me.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, I'd like to go to Hawaii. That's it. One cruise. That's all. Where we been, Subs? I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, Subs, but to me, these other cruises, that could have just been money in the bank, for him to save. But that's not what's happening. So, as far as the trips go, Subs, I didn't know about none of them. I got I put no input, nothing. Never asked about them. Never asked, well, is this where you want to go? Or how about this one? Knew nothing about none of them. Nope. Didn't know about any of them. I'm taking you places you don't. Well, how you take me places I've never been? How do you know I want to go there? How do you know those are places I would like to go?
I don't know.
Never asked. So I'm like,
I'd like to go to some of these places.
exactly. You wanted to go. But you didn't ask me if I wanted to go or if there was anywhere. The only place I told him I wanted to go was Hawaii. That's it. Just Hawaii. And I'm happy with that, because I'm not greedy or pretentious.
Well, you mentioned Aruba.
Just because I mentioned something doesn't mean that we're going there.
Oh.
I just mentioned it. But I told you about Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have no long discussions about Aruba. We had long discussions about Hawaii. They're not even close to each other.
No.
Not even spelled the same. Didn't know nothing about none of that. Okay, when we were on board this last one, so let me tell you what he did with his sneaky butt. I was watching my little shows. And I like my little shows. I bring my little portable DVD player and I have my little DVDs of Pittsburgh shows, that was on PBS, different little shows that I like. So I got them on DVD. And I brought them with us. There's still a couple missing that they're not offered anymore because the shows are old. Some of them are like 20 years old. They're old. So I can't get all of them. Well, anyway, so while I'm engrossed watching my stuff, he had Wi-Fi. I knew that was going to be a problem right there when he said he had Wi-Fi.
I'm tempted to check my emails, talking to vendors and stuff.
Well, anyway, Subs. So this was at night. I guess this is about 7:30, 8 o'clock, something like that. So, like I said, I'm engrossed in my little shows, and then he comes over and goes into my bag and gets his wallet out. So I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just checking my receipts.
I'm checking stuff.
Checking your receipts. Okay, well, you have Wi-Fi. It'll ping your bank.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you have withdrawals. Or you could just pull it up on the screen and say, okay, was this taken out? Then you know how much you have left. Just tell them what you did. Tell them what your sneaky butt did. After I specifically said, please don't get any more cruises.
Well, I've been eyeing Panama for a while. Just because I've never been there, and one of my submarines actually went through the Panama Canal. If I'd have stayed on it, I probably would have gone through, but that was I think they went through in '94 as it was going through to Bremerton, Washington. And I was like, man, I could have gone to Panama. And I was like, I kind of, back in my mind, I'm thinking, I wouldn't mind going there. And then I just happened to browse just browsing cruises, and sure enough, they had a 14-day out of Florida, and I'm like, ooh, me go ahead and check my receipts. She's- so I put a deposit down.
Once again, didn't get no input, didn't know nothing. I knew what he was doing, but I didn't know exactly what he was doing. But I knew what he was doing. You know.
But, you know, this is, again, it hits stops that we've never been, like 8 different stops, including South America, Central America, some other of the islands down that way, which, again, I've never been to, and I'd like to before you get old and you can't really travel. Because if you see some of the videos on the cruises we've been on, I mean, like, there's that saying, you've got newlyweds, overfeds, and nearly deads, and there's a lot of nearly deads on there, and I'm thinking, you know, I'd rather see the world while I can, while my wife is, you know, we're still able to, because we get to that age.
Maybe there's some things we're not supposed to do.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some things we're supposed to just leave alone.
Yeah.
You know, and be grateful for the things that we can do.
So I'm just like, you know, so we're kind of, you know, going on a few trips. We've already been on a few. We're going on a few more, and then it's coming to a halt. But I at least wanted to see some of these places because I never got the opportunity. I want to bring my girl along, so I was like, hey, I'm going to surprise her and take her to places she's never been, which I've never been, and we could share the experiences together. Because I love you.
That's not what he was thinking.
I was thinking.
That's just something he wanted, and he went and did it without. And he figured he'd sneak and do it. And once he gets enough money on it, then he thinks I won't say, well, just cancel that and just keep the money in the bank. No.
Well, I'm putting money in the bank, but I want to make sure that we've got some leisure money. You know, I'm able to make extra payments on the house, and you know, keep my bills in check. But I want to at least travel. I mean,
We do travel.
yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
told him once a year is enough. Then the rest of the year, you save up, you put money in the bank, put money in your savings, and see what's available for that following year.
Well, where would you like to go then?
Oh, it's too late now.
Oh, is it too late? Besides Hawaii, we're going to Hawaii.
I don't. That's all I wanted.
Oh well.
Now, there's a lot of men that will be happy with that stuff. They will be like, oh, okay, she just wants to go to Hawaii. Oh, well, okay, well, we can save up. We can do that's doable. You know. Mm-mm. Nope.
Well, we want to take you places.
We're going places. We don't have to go someplace 2 and 3 times a year. And that's what I told him, Subs. I told him we don't need to do that. But nobody listens, Subs.
Well, I'm listening.
And I told him, I said, I have no desire to go to Florida. None. You know, where we going out of? Florida.
Yeah, well, Charleston's going to be closing down after next year, so it's...
Okay.
And of course, Charleston, we've already been everywhere that they sail out of, so we'll go to Charleston one last time, and then after that, we won't be going out of Charleston. So, but again, Hawaii, we're going out of San Francisco, so that one, that one we're going to have to, fly across country, and that's going to be, I think it's like a 4-hour flight,
5 hours.
5-hour flight.
Because I flew to Las Vegas 98 many years ago. I think that was like 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. It was straight through.
Yeah, nonstop.
So I don't remember what airline it was.
Usually, well, like here, it was like U.S. Airways, but now it's American. So they have a nonstop flight. They're the only ones, unless you want to drive to Atlanta, then Delta has a nonstop flight. But the only one that does nonstop out of Charlotte is American. Everybody else has stops, which really, you find cheaper flights, but it's such a hassle. If you stop off in St. Louis, for example, or then you got to catch your plane, and again, you hear in the news about all the delays, the flight delays, baggage issues, and I've already invested in a couple of smart tags, which I tested on the last cruise, and they work perfect, so we can track our bags to find out where they are. So, but yeah, that's going to be the big one. Wait until September of this year, so that's when they usually open up the reservations, when you can start posting reservations for flights in September of next year. And then we got to, again, find a hotel close by. So, never been to San Francisco, never been to that part of the West Coast. So, This is something new that I'm going to have to do some research on as well. But yeah, we're going to make that happen, and we're going to be sailing underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, really looking forward to that, going to Hawaii for the first time ever.
Well, I got a request, it was a few weeks ago,
Oh yeah,
about stories. The
Yeah.
stories I used to tell about my crazy friends.
the scary stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the scary stories?
That's what it was. I think it was the scary stories. I think that's what it was. Somebody requested the scary stories. Let me pull that up. Messages. Yeah, go ahead and tell your story.
Well, so, it was a couple weeks ago. My sister,
Oh yeah, it is story time videos. So yeah, it's not scary stories, but yeah, story time videos.
my sister, my older sister, she texted me, didn't call. She texted me and asked me if I could find her graduation pictures, because her daughter and her two granddaughters, everybody's putting their high school graduation picture up. You know, their high school, pictures, senior pictures. So she asked me, could I find it and send it to her? And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have to look for it. Well, let me know when you're going to send it. Now, I said that to say this. First of all, this heifer, when we were growing up, was one of the most selfish bitches you could ever think of in your life. Didn't think about nobody but her. Nobody. Okay? Everybody was second-class citizens compared to her. Okay? So she thought in her pea brain.
Hoity-toity.
So, I'm thinking, when my dad died, okay, this is before I went to live with my mom. I didn't go to live with her till the following year. But I would spend every weekend over there. I would go over Friday night to stay and leave early Monday morning, so I could go to work and come back or whatever. So, my cousin Mark wanted, he asked my mom, his car had broken down. He needed to get back and forth to work. So he called and asked my mom if he could, buy my dad's car. And so my mom was like, you can buy it. You don't have to buy it. Just, come and get it. I'll have Robin give you the paperwork, go down there with you, sign the car over to you. And he was like, oh yeah, that'd be great, And so I didn't know about it at the time. I knew about it as this was going on. This procedure was going on, just to show you what a scumbag she is. So, like I said, I forgot about it. And so I'm going, like I said, going forth, back and forth, taking my mom shopping, doing this and that, whatever needed to be done. So after a while, I remembered that she had told me that Mark wanted Dad's car. He wanted to buy my dad's car. So I said, oh, that's what it was. I saw it was still sitting there after all this time. And I'm like, hey, Mom. I said, did Mark want to come and get this? She's like, yeah. But your sister won't take him down to, I guess, DMV, wherever you go.
Get the title switched over, yeah.
And get the title switched over. I'm like, well, what's the holdup? She's like, I don't know. She said, but this is getting ridiculous. I mean, this went on and on for months. Okay, it was ridiculous. Until of course, I don't have any gumption or couth. I don't have that. And so I said, why is this car? She came over. I said, why is this car still here? Why don't you go down there and get up off your lazy fat ass and take him down there and switch the car? I said, what's your problem? I said, it's Dad's. Dad is gone. Dad is not coming back, and he could use this car. Dad wouldn't mind giving it to the family. Mm-hmm. Well, he's not even going to buy it. I said, that's none of your goddamn business. It doesn't belong to you. How you going to want to sell something that doesn't even belong to you? All you got to do is go down there and, Mom said, look, I'm calling him. Go over there. Well, this was on a Saturday. So I said, she's going to call him for them to get together to go down there to switch the car over. What are you hanging on to it for? You have your own car. I didn't need it because we up in Pittsburgh, we have an excellent transit system. They go everywhere. They even go to other counties. You know, they go everywhere. So you don't necessarily need a car to live in Pittsburgh. You don't. You really don't. Most people don't have cars. People coming into the city have cars. But if you live in, no, we don't. No. So she finally did that. Now, I just said it took her months. Okay? Months just to do that. Because I was over there when he finally did come over, and he got into the car and they went on down to do whatever. And then they came back and he took the car and took it home. Okay. Why was that so hard? Why did somebody have to wait months when all you had to do was say okay and do it the following week? Because she thought she had some kind of control. That's why my mom didn't leave her in charge of the circumstances when my mom died. You know, to have all the paperwork taken care of and talk to the lawyers and all of that. She didn't have her do none of that because we'd have still been waiting for her to do it.
You handled that, didn't you?
Yeah, me and my brother handled it. Me and my brother Mike handled it. I handled the money that was in the bank. My brother handled the CDs. And there was a lot of it. Going all the way back to the 50s. That had never been touched. That was sitting there. There was so much in there. My brother paid off his house with the CD. Just the CD money alone is what he paid off his house for. Yep. You know, we split up, you know, some of the money with them. Not a lot, but they got some. The majority, you know, because I had to pay hospital bills, of course, you know, insurance don't pay everything. So I had to pay hospital bills. I had to get a new furnace for the house. I had to get a new water heater. I had to get the roof repaired. I had to get new gutters. And I had to get that little, what is it? That little faucet outside that you hook the hose
the
onto.
spigot, the garden spigot.
I had to get a new one of those because it was leaking. And in the wintertime, I just happened to go out there and looked, and there was like an icicle coming from, like you see it in the cartoons.
Yeah, it's frozen, yeah.
And I'm looking out there, oh, that can't be good. It's going to bust the pipes.
Yeah.
You know, so I had somebody come and fix that. You know, the following, you know, spring, when I figured we were going to have good weather for a few days, let it thaw out and everything. And the guy came over and fixed it, no problem. I had to get a new main shutoff valve for the water in the house. And I had to have, in the laundry room, I had to have new pipes put in, hot and cold. He did that for free.
Wow.
You know, he did it for free. You know, that was really nice of him. You know, because I didn't notice at first. And he's looking up at the pipes. He said, you know, boy, these pipes are kind of, you know, they're old. I said, oh, yeah. I said, they probably came with the house. Old lead pipes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he said, oh, wow. He said, okay. He said, well, I'm going to repair this. I said, oh, how much extra is that? He said, oh, they don't know what's on my truck. I was like, oh, would you pay? So I did give him $10 and some food. You know, I cooked him a nice lunch and stuff. You know, he was happy. I took it downstairs, you know, on a little tray, and
he was probably looking to move in.
You know, so he was happy. He was a nice guy because he's the guy that put in my water heater and my, you know, and he up in the bathroom. I had to get a new bathroom. I had to get a new vanity and a new toilet. You know,
You blew that up, did you?
Yeah. You know, so the money that my dad earned all his life, you know, it went back into the house, you know, to fix the house up and everything. Nobody else was going to do it. So, you know, I'm thinking to myself, I said all that to say, you know, she wanted this done like quick, fast, and in a hurry. But if I'd have called her and she'd have had access to everything, you know what she'd have told me? I don't know where that shit is. I mean, dang, that's been put away for years. I'll have to go through all of this.
Yeah, don't want to, you know, help. Yeah, like you said, jump through hoops to get her picture sent to her, and then
you know. And I'm
ask her for
like,
something.
well, you know, I knew where all the pictures and stuff were. You know, my grandparents and you know, my aunts and all of that stuff. You know, I don't have that many when we were kids. Oh, that's a story. You know, but I knew where the pictures were. You know, so because I kept them all together because I knew most of them I already gave out. You know, before I left. And that's another thing. I told everybody before, when I started packing up, I told them, I said, look, I sold the house. I'm going to be moving, so you guys need to come and get whatever it is you want and take it out, because whatever's left is gone. Whatever the truck doesn't bring down here to South Carolina is getting donated. So, of course, everybody came to get what they wanted. But when it was time for me to pack up the house, not one person, not one of them sorry son bitches asked, well, is there anything I can do? Can I come over and help you? Or, I got a couple hours. Can I come? No, not one.
I was going to go up there, but I just got a new job.
Yeah, him and Tommy was gonna come up.
Yeah, we're gonna come up and actually drive a U-Haul up there. But from what you said, there wasn't much room to park a truck that size, so we were going to load it up and drive it on back. But then I got a new job, and again, 90-day probationary period that just didn't work out, so we wound up having to get a moving company.
I had to buy one.
Yeah.
So, and that ain't cheap either.
No. What was you used Atlas? Atlas Movers?
No, it was, who was it? Somebody with a W. I think it's like a Polish name. Wachewski, or I don't know. I have to look it up, because some of the stuff that I have still has the little sticker on it.
Oh yeah.
I think they're affiliated with Atlas or something.
Yeah.
I think they're like an subsidiary
Mm-hmm.
of Atlas.
Or they're probably subcontracted by them.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And that costs over $7,000 for me to have that stuff brought down here. Well, anyway, whatever. So no, nobody helped. Everybody came and got what they wanted. But nobody helped. I'm like, and that was it was a full basement, first floor and second floor, and I had to do all of that by myself. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I sent it. So I texted her back and said, Richard will drop it off at the post office first thing in the morning. And what did she say? Well, let me know when it's on its way. Bitch, I just told you. He's going to drop it off the next day. What?
I mean, I took a picture of the receipt and sent it to her so she could forward it on to her sister. Estimated delivery, so I guess she was looking for it in the mail, every day.
I think she got it like a couple days later.
Yeah, it's like 2 days.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
Yeah, made sure we put it in a thick cardboard
the one
sleeve.
I put my little Jesus picture came in.
Yeah.
I put it in there.
So it says "Do not bend," and it's real thick cardboard, so it wouldn't bend, to protect it. Did she ever thank you for it?
Yeah.
Oh, she did. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't hear about that.
Not live.
No, of course
she
not.
Texted.
She texted. Yeah, she can't call.
My family gets on my nerves. They get on my nerves. That's why you never hear me talking about they're coming down here. No.
I took you away from all that drama.
Yep. Drama for your mama, Subs. Now, if I could have Diane down here, if Diane was well enough, to come down here.
Yeah, that's your best friend from what, kindergarten?
Oh, forever.
Yeah.
All our lives. There was a bunch of us, but for some reason, well, two of them. One of them is her health is really bad now. We could all still get around and do stuff, but but she can't. So
even flying would probably be a chore for her.
Yeah, she wouldn't be able to do that. And the thing about her is, her name is Connie, and we've been trying to keep in touch with her ever since we got out of school, and it's a chore. So I just gave up on it. Diane still keeps trying, but she just either she's I'm on my way out. I'll call you back, or her phone is there's no
no service.
No service. And I told her, I said, look, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. If she wanted us to keep in touch with her, she would call us and let us know what's going on. And, not too long ago, believe it was last year, one of her sons passed away. Two of her sons have passed on. There's only one left. And we're like, when we found out, we're like, well, why the hell do we have to find out from a second party? Why? What's the matter with you?
You can't even send any condolence cards.
No, we can't do anything. We can't send sympathy cards. Hey, if you need anything, call me. Let me know. Couldn't do any of that. And one of her son was upset with her, like, Mom, they're trying to stay in touch with you. Why don't you keep in touch with them? Whatever. Like I said, I gave up on it, but Diane still keeps trying, to no avail. But she's still. The other one, Trini, she's up there, but
Still partying like a teenager.
yep. Every time you see her, she sends us pictures and stuff, and she's always at some kind of bar. We don't go to bars. I'm not a bar person. I don't go to bars. I don't drink. So what would be the point of me going? There's nobody in there I want to talk to. And I damn sure don't want some. I was about to say something.
You don't want to dance.
Up in my face.
You don't want to dance.
No.
I'll dance with you.
I was like, she doesn't even keep in touch with Diane. Diane says she'll go up and down the street, beep beep, hi Di, and keep going. I said, well, what's wrong with her? She couldn't pull that car over, come up on the porch and talk to you for? She said, girl, you know how she is. I said, yeah, and that's the sad part. I do know how she is, because we all grew up together, and she's still in the street.
She's probably picking up. Well,
Tell her what she doing.
Picking up the younger folk now.
She ain't changed. She didn't raise her kids. Her grandmother and her great-grandmother raised her kids. She would go and be gone. There was this one time Diane was telling me, because they lived in Homewood. I had moved out of Homewood. I was living close to East Liberty. So we had moved out of Homewood in 1969. So I'm up here at the East End while they're still down there. And, I would go down there to visit Diane. I got on, but visiting Trinity, no, that didn't happen. So she told me this one time, when she had ran into Trini, and she had her, this when her kids were little. She didn't raise none of her. She got 3 kids by 3 different men. Didn't raise none of them. And she said that Trini told her that she's like, hey, where's the kids? Oh, they're at my grandmother's or my great-grandmother. She's like, Dad, girl, why did you have them if you're not going to stay with them? Oh, well, girl, you know how it is. She said, no, I don't know how it is. How is it?
Probably looking for tax breaks.
And she said, well, I just got back from Ohio. She said, Ohio? She said, who do you know in Ohio? Apparently, she had seen a guy on a motorcycle that she thought was cute. And she was walking with her kids to go up her great-grandmother's house, which was on Upland, which is where I used to live. It was just the next block up, just up the street a little bit further from where we were, on the other side. So she told her kids to go on over her great-grandmother's house. She jumped on the back of this guy's motorcycle and took off. Who does that? We marvel at the fact that she's still alive. We marvel at that. I'm like, damn, girl, can you believe she's still alive after all this shit? She is. Still out here partying. Yep.
Well, you turned out all right.
I didn't stay. Well, me and Diane, we didn't. And Connie wasn't really a bar hopper either. But Trini was always wild. She was always wilder than us. She would leave school with grown men.
Get another education.
And she would tell us about it. Oh, okay, well, here, cover for me. Cover for you. Okay, wow, what's going on? I'm leaving out with whoever. I don't even remember the guy's name. And he had a white, it was either a Camaro or a Sunbird, some kind of car like that. I'm thinking Camaro.
Firebird,
Sunbird, whatever it was. Back then, this was back in 76. So we're like, who's that? Oh, girl, he's fine. He's fine.
He's fine.
We're all looking at each other like, what is wrong with you? Well, anyway, so she said, well, he's going to be pulling up to the school because we were in the lunchroom. There were 3 lunchrooms, and we were in the middle one. And she was like, yeah, he's going to pull up to the school, and he got a white car, so I want y'all to be up there with me so you can see. And we're looking at each other like, girl, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
So we went on, had our little lunch, we fooled around, and we went on up, to the lobby. Went on up there, we're all standing there looking out the front door. Here come this white car pulling up. She's like, I'll see you guys later, just cover for me, okay? We're like, yeah, cool, whatever. She went on down there, hopped in that car, came back a couple hours later, told us blow for blow everything that happened. We're all looking at her, we're all looking at each other. Like, girl, what, why? Oh, girl, he fine, he this, he that.
He's divine.
Now he'll be called a pedophile.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
But like I said, the man, he never came in. He stayed down there. She went down there to get in his car. He never came up. So we didn't know what he looked like or not. And we weren't interested. We were just like, what the hell is wrong with her? But she's always been that way. She's still that way. I said, I don't get it.
Well, that's your buddies.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what we've been doing lately. Don't really do a whole lot of videos that much anymore. I've been doing a lot of product reviews with Amazon, so that's been my focus. And, if we catch up with Tommy again, that's always worth recording because Tommy just goes, he'll tell it like it is.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Oh, I got one more story. Tell about one of my girlfriends, Harriet.
Oh, yeah.
My girlfriend, Harriet, passed away while we were away in January. She passed away. And it's kind of odd, the circumstances are weird. We don't really know what happened. We've been trying to find out what happened, and this was way up in January. We still don't know what really happened.
Here it is July. It's been 7 months later.
And so, Diane told me, and I was like, what? And she's like, yeah. I said, what happened? She said, that's what I'm trying to find out. Because she found out one of the neighbors, one of the kids we all went to school with, their mother is still alive. And well, I think she was. I think she passed on since then. Yeah, she's passed on. But Diane, there was the older sister Cynthia, was up there and came, and told Diane because they knew we were all friends. We all would pick each other up for school, and go to school together. So they told us, that she had passed away. I'm like, how do you know? They found out from her older sister, Jackie, who is my sister, Robin's age. They're 2 years apart. So we're like, what? And she's like, yeah, girl, but I'm trying to find out what's going on. She said, see if you can find out from the obituaries. I said, okay. I looked up, the Post-Gazette obituaries for the time frame that Diane gave me. There was nothing in the paper. There was nothing. And I even asked Diane, she said, no, girl, because I've been looking. And there's nothing here. She said, so that's right. She said, so what do we do now? I was like, well, because Jackie was supposed to get back in touch with Cynthia and them, to tell everybody what happened. That never happened. To this day, we don't know what happened to her. We don't know if she was in the hospital, because the last time Diane said that she saw her was up in Giant Eagle. That's the main supermarket up in Pittsburgh, is Giant Eagle. And she said she didn't look good. She looks really bad. And I was like, what do you mean? She said she looks nothing like when we were in school. Well, when you're in school, everybody out of school has put on weight. But their face still has the same features, but everybody looks the same, except for unless you change drastically, but she said she just looks terrible. She said, you think anything's wrong? And I was like, I don't know. I said, the last time I saw her, there was, she didn't say there was anything wrong with her, but everybody don't talk about their illness. But to this day, the only reason we know who took care of her, and that was Spriggs and Watson, which is in Homewood, which is where all of our families go. That's like a generational thing to go to Spriggs and Watson. That's on Frankstown and Bennett in Homewood. And Diane said she just thought, well, maybe let me look up Spriggs and Watson, the funeral homes around here, and see if they have a listing for Harriet. And they did, and she was taken care of at Spriggs and Watson. But of course, they're not going to tell you what happened, to her or anything, because they can't do that. There's a HIPAA law,
No.
So they can't do that. And to this day, we don't know what happened to her. We know she's gone, but we don't know the circumstances. We don't know if she's in the hospital. We don't know if something happened suddenly at home. We don't know if she died in her sleep. We don't, and we'll never find out. You know, and that was troubling to us. You know, they know we were all friends. We all want to know what happened. No, we don't know. We're never going to know. So we just let it go.
Well,
Like, oh well. So
yeah.
that's what's been going on, subs.
Yep. So we're still here, still together after 5 years, and it's been an adventure.
Yeah,
Lots of ups.
as you're hearing, with Dr. Evil.
$1 million. Yeah. So,
What do you need your wallet for? I'm just checking receipts
I'm just checking receipts to take you someplace you've never been.
that I don't know, and then didn't approve, and never said I wanted to go there.
Because we love you.
Never said I wanted to go there. Never
Yeah.
never said, well, here, here's a couple trips here. Which one would you think you would like to go on? I was never asked that. Well, any of the trips we're going, I was never asked that. I didn't know anything about any of them.
Except Hawaii.
The Hawaii one, that's it. But we've been on how many trips?
Yeah.
With all the combined money of all these trips, we could have went on the one to Hawaii and still saved money.
Well, yeah. But
But that's not what he wanted.
we're going on trips because
You
I want to take you places.
How about if it's somewhere I don't want to go?
Okay, where you want to go?
It's too late now.
Oh, well. Hawaii. So, there you go. So that's what's been happening. We're still happy and in love, and
Yeah, them is my stories.
it's the stories. Yep, some story time with Kate, which has been a while. So
My family's still damn fools, as you can hear.
yeah. So yep. So until the next video, whenever that is. Adios.